Our objectives in this lesson are the following: compute weekly salary from daily wage, incorporate overtime pay, allowances, commissions, deductions, and savings in salary computation, and analyze and solve real-life wage scenarios. But before this, here are the answers in the extra problem I gave in our previous lesson. Kindly write in the comment section if you got it correct. Now, let's discuss problem number 1. Rico works as a service crew member at a fast food chain in Antipolo. He works 8 hours a day for 6 days a week and earns 75 pesos per hour. How much is his weekly salary? So the hourly wage of Rico is 75 pesos and he works 8 days for 6 days in a week. So the total number of hours he worked in a week is 8 times 6. That would be 48 hours. To solve for his weekly salary, that would be the hourly wage multiplied by the total numbers of work in a week. So 75 multiplied by 48. And that will be 3,600. So Rico's salary is 3,600 pesos. Let us proceed. Problem number 2. Ben is a construction worker in Quezon City earning 700 pesos per day for 5 days. He worked an extra day, 1 day overtime, which is paid at 1.5 times his daily rate. How much is his total weekly salary? I'll create 2 columns for this problem. The first column is for the regular pay. That would be 700 pesos, his daily rate, multiplied by 5 days. And that will be 3,500. The second column is for the overtime. And he worked 1 day overtime, which is paid 1.5 times his daily rate. His daily rate is 700 pesos multiplied by 1.5. That will be 1,050. So Ben's total weekly salary is 3,500 plus 1,050, 4,550 pesos. Let's proceed. Problem number 3. Nena works in a food factory in Laguna and earns 18 pesos per box pack. She packed 200 boxes this week. She also received a 500 pesos bonus and saved 700 pesos from her salary. What's her weekly salary? So this is a piecework problem. So for every box that Nena packed, he earned 18 pesos. And she packed 200 boxes. So for the piecework earnings, that would be 18 pesos multiplied by 200. That will be 3,600. She also received a bonus of 500 pesos. To compute for her gross earnings, that would be 3,600 plus 500, and that will be 4,100. She also saved 700 pesos per week, so the savings is 700 pesos. Let us be clear on this. This savings also belongs to Nena. However, she cannot spend it. She is saving this for future use. So her weekly salary would be 4,100 minus 700, and that will be 3,400 pesos. This is the amount of money that she earned and can be spent after a 1 week work. Let us try this. Arman works as a machine operator in a factory in Laguna. He earns 750 pesos per day and works 6 days a week. Due to urgent production needs, he worked 1 additional day on his rest day. He also receives a 600 pesos weekly allowance for meals and transportation. His employer deducts 900 pesos per month for SSS, PhilHealth, and Pag-ibig contributions. How much is Arman's net weekly salary, assuming the monthly deductions are distributed equally per week? Let us identify first important details from this problem. The daily wage of Arman is 750 pesos, and he works 6 days a week. He also rendered one additional day as an overtime that falls during his rest day. He received an allowance of 600 pesos weekly, but his employer deducts 900 pesos per month for SSS, PhilHealth, and Pag-ibig contributions. So let us start. First, we are going to solve for the regular wage of Arman, and that would be 750 pesos times 6. That will be 4,500. Now, for his overtime, he worked during his rest day. Do you still remember the multiplying factor when you work during your rest day? That would be 1.3. Go back to our previous lesson. It is discussed there. So 750 multiplied by the multiplier 1.3. That will be 975. We are also going to add the 600 pesos weekly allowance. So his gross earnings would be 4,500 plus 975 plus 600 pesos. That is 6,075. Now, how about for the deduction? Since the deduction is 900 monthly, we are going to divide this by 4. There are 4 weeks in a month. That would be 225 pesos. So to solve for his net pay, we are going to subtract 225 from 6,075. That would be 5,850. So Arman's net weekly salary is 5,850 pesos. Let us do extra challenge. Kevin works as a call center agent in Quezon City earning 95 pesos per hour. He worked 40 regular hours and 8 overtime hours. He also receives 1,000 pesos weekly rice and transportation allowance. His monthly deductions for SSS, PhilHealth, and Pag-ibig total 1,200 pesos. Kevin also sets aside 1,000 pesos weekly as savings. How much is Kevin's final weekly take-home pay? Again, let us determine first important details from this problem. His hourly wage is 95 pesos, and he worked 40 regular hours. For overtime, he rendered 8 overtime hours. He received 1,000 pesos weekly for rice and transportation allowance, and a deduction of 1,200 monthly for government contributions. He also saved 1,000 pesos weekly as his savings. Now let us solve. First, we are going to compute for the regular wage of Kevin. That would be the hourly wage of 95 pesos times the numbers of hour work, which is 40. That will be 3,800 pesos. Now for the overtime, first we have to solve for his overtime rate. That would be his hourly wage multiplied by the multiplier. Do you still remember the multiplier of a regular overtime? That would be 1.25. So 95 multiplied by 1.25, and that is 118.75. That is Kevin's overtime rate. And how many hours did he render for overtime? He rendered 8 hours. So the overtime pay of Kevin would be 118.75 multiplied by 8. That will be 950 pesos. He also received an allowance of 1,000 pesos weekly. Now let us solve for his gross income. That would be his regular wage, 3,800, plus overtime pay, 950, plus the allowance, 1,000 pesos. And this is 5,750. Now, for the deduction, since this is per month, we are going to divide this by 4. 1,200 divided by 4 is 300 pesos. He also saved 1,000 pesos per week. So to solve for his final take-home pay, that would be 5,750 minus 300 minus 1,000. So the final take-home pay of Kevin is 4,450 pesos. For the summary, here are the things that we discussed in this lesson. Take time to understand this. Now, it is time to check your understanding. Pause this video for more time. Let us answer. Dina works as a sales associate in a mall in Makati. She earns 610 pesos per day and works 6 days a week. She also receives a 2% commission on a weekly sales and 2,400 monthly performance bonus, distributed evenly weekly. This week, she sold 40,000 pesos worth of items. Her monthly government contributions total 800 pesos. Dina also saves 10% of her net income. So again, let us identify first the important details from this problem. Dina's daily wage is 610 pesos and she works 6 days a week. She also receives 2% commission on weekly sales and also 2,400 monthly performance bonus. The total sales for this week is worth 40,000 pesos. Her deduction for a month is 800 pesos and she saves 10% of her net income. Let us proceed. So first, let us solve for the regular wage of Dina. That would be 610 pesos times 6, and that is 3,660. Now, for the commission, 2% of weekly sales, and the weekly sales is 40,000 pesos. So 40,000 pesos times 0.02. 2%, 1, 2 is 0.02. This will be 800 pesos. Now, for the bonus, since 2,400 is per month, we're going to divide this by 4 weeks in a month. This will be 600 pesos. So to compute for her gross income, that would be A plus B plus C. 3,660 plus 800 plus 600, which is 5,060. Now, for the deduction, since this is monthly, we're going to divide 800 by 4, and that is 200 pesos. We are not going to deduct the savings yet because the savings is dependent on the net income. So first, let us solve for the net income. And to solve for that, that would be her gross income minus the deduction. 5,060 minus 200. So her net savings is 4,860. Now, we are going to compute for the 10% of 4,860. That will be her savings, which is 486. So to solve for Dina's final take-home pay, we are going to subtract 486 from 4,860. And that will be 4,374 pesos. So again, the savings here is not definite amount. It is based on the net income. So you have to solve first for the net income before computing for the savings, unlike in the previous problem that we solved earlier. Gets? If you found this lesson helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. For you to master this lesson, here is an extra problem for you to work on. Watch out for my next video lesson where I reveal the answer. Keep practicing, keep learning, and as always, you got this with Mom C Cube. Our next lesson is computing weekly salary from annual salary.